Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NZ Classroom. I am Paula. It's such a beautiful night. I'm here to welcome all of you. I'm the co-founder of Nine Fortunes Alliances and also the co-founder of NZ Classroom. So at NZ Classroom, our mission is to empower individuals through education by offering free classes. So our core value is gratitude, dedication, growth, and paid forward. And our slogan is empowered by excellence, united in learning. So we are here, united in learning. So tonight, we have invited our guest speaker, Andrew Halaveric, to give us a speech on social learning, the key to entrepreneurial success. So Andrew, from engineer to business coach and business owner, and he has over 35 years of experience in strategic business development and sales. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our guest speaker, Andrew Halaveric. So Andrew, it's yours.
Thank you, Paula, and I appreciate that nice introduction and back at you. I mean, thank you for being one of the co-founders of this company and putting it together. Because like you said, I've been in the business for 35 years, and I wish I had something like this when I was 35 years ago, or anywhere along the way to help propel what I'm doing. I mean, it's a great entrepreneurial platform, and that's what we're going to get into today. So let me share my screen here, and we'll get started.
Okay, so if I have any questions, please type on the chat box or the Q&A section, because at the end of the presentation, we're going to have a Q&A section.
All right, here we go. That's my condo in Thailand, in case you were wondering. But we're going to, give me one sec, just rearrange some things here. So today we're going to talk about social learning. Learning as a group, and that's pretty much the intrinsic way that we all learn and how we start off as a baby. You know, our social learning as a baby starts off with our parents and our family. We watch them, we listen to them, we mimic them, we do the same thing that they do. And I always find it very uncanny how, the children are a reflection of the parents at whatever stage they're at, as long as they're involved, obviously. So, but this learning process is paramount for entrepreneurs. And one of the things that I realized is that it has, I'm a computer engineer to start with. I have a math degree and I moved into marketing, et cetera. I'll get into that in a second. But the learning process that we do via social learning is the exact same thing that AI does when it learns. So putting this presentation together, that popped out at me, and it's just, wow, okay, I see the correlations here. So little bit about me. My name is Andrew Hilarevich. I've been around for 35 years. Here's my contact info. I'm the principal of 2x, 3x, 10x.biz right now. It's a executive business coaching service. And, I've also gotten on the entrepreneurial side. I'm working with the life insurance and the financial industry under the moniker of Phoenix Wealth. So as Paula mentioned, 35 years industry experience. I started off as an engineer, a math major, and I started off doing some computer engineering for a process control company called LSAC Bailey. And quickly, we were doing the advanced controls using advanced mathematics and artificial intelligence, et cetera. I put together a service organization within the company that started applying these high-level applications on top of the control systems, and we ended up with distributing around the world. We had 40 offices around the world and so forth. So I got to travel a lot, and I loved it. You have to love what you do, and that's what keeps you going. One, the content of what you're doing, but how you're doing it and with who you're doing it. And then the company got put up for sale. So I jumped to one of our artificial intelligence providers, AIware, and became their national sales manager or sales director. But they quickly were also acquired by a company called Computer Associates, and I became regional vice president running Ohio for IBM's largest competitor on the mainframe software side. After that, I mean, it was a intense operation. I was running 180 people and running the state of Ohio with an enormous budget and high stress, high pressure. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. But I had an opportunity to go to a private equity fund, and I became vice president of business development there. And 10 plus years ago, I ventured off on my own, started my executive coaching, and I'm a principal with 2x, 3x, 10x your business, double, triple, and 10 times your business. And I am here, loving every minute of it. So, oh, and one more thing, I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I've had a couple restaurants. I own a massage spa right now with a partner, and it's going well. And we took it from a very small, tiny place, and now we have a huge 3,600 square foot spa in downtown Santa Monica where I live. And it's a fun project. And listening to, the social learning and what Nine Fortunes is, I wish, this was around sooner. So let's get started. As I said, learning and socializing is the key to entrepreneurship. It is how we get things done. So let's focus on what it does for our business. First of all, let's talk about the power of referrals. I mean, this is something we do all the time, every day. Whether it's a restaurant or a chiropractor or a hairdresser or an auto mechanic or a hotel, someone, where should I stay when I come to Santa Monica? Well, I give them a referral to a hotel. Where should I eat, etc. But unfortunately, those hotels and restaurants don't reciprocate the favor unless we have a strategic alliance with them, which we do with some of them. But typically, average people, they don't get credited with it. But still, they love something, so they want to share it with their friends and say, hey, this restaurant is phenomenal. You're going to love it. They got a great happy hour for the locals between 5 and 6 o'clock where everything's half off. And it's, white tablecloth, high-end, at the Fairmont type restaurant. So, however, sometimes finding the proper referral can be a challenge. Who do I know in Santa Monica that can refer me to a restaurant? Well, our favorite friends are Google and Yelp at this point, but that's a mass interface versus someone that's trusted, that's known, that's vetted in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying that Google and Yelp aren't vetted, but it's not personalized. It's not like asking your best friend, where should I go? And like I mentioned earlier, traditional referrals don't provide credit for the referral. The importance of networking. Well, it's all builds on itself. Networking provides vital connections, knowledge, resources, and exposure. The main thing there is connections, because who do you know that is, you're starting a business? Well, you need an accountant, you need a lawyer, you need an engineer, you need a front desk clerk, etc. And who is the best lawyer for your business? Well, if you have a network of people, and that's why things like the Chamber of Commerce in various locations do well, because that is that network. You can go there, you can find your accountant, your lawyer, your purveyor, etc. And the more extensive your network, the greater your sphere of influence. Meaning, the people in your network, you're not only utilizing what they're providing, but you're utilizing what they're utilizing what you have, or referring what you have. Give me 1 second here. All right. All right. They're utilizing what you have and referring you as well. And, the greatest source of business are referrals. And that's what we talked about the last session. So it's imperative, one, that you provide a great service, because if you don't, who's going to refer you? Oh, that restaurant was okay, but you should go there. No, that restaurant was amazing. You should go there. But it's not just your connections, but your sphere of influence, your resources, your knowledge, and your exposure all compound based on the collective of that group. All right. So it all comes down to building a winning team. I've met a lot of people in my professional history of, a lot of people like to do things themselves. And yes, they can, but yes, you can design your own website. Yes, you can do your own accounting, but you are the computer engineer. You are the hamburger maker. You are the beautician. You're not a website developer. You're not an accountant. You're not I forget what the third thing was. So what you want to do is you want to maximize your efforts on what you do best and use people that work efficiently and productively and do a great job for things that maybe aren't your forte. So what we want to do is we want to build teams of people to work with you, your partners, your uh, uh, resources, etc. We want to build a team to work for you, your employees, because everyone's different. Not everyone's an entrepreneur. If you're here, you're most likely an entrepreneur and you're looking for something extra to take you a step further, faster, and higher than you could on your own. And also, it helps you to find resources that you can use. Okay. So the team, the network, and referrals are growing. So social learning, what are we talking about here? I'd say it's the solution. Social learning is a trusted environment for learning, knowledge sharing, resources, and referrals. It's your business family. Okay, you have a business mother, you have a business father, you have the crazy cousin, you have the broke uncle, etc. Okay, and but they're all referrers, and it's up to you to leverage the power that they provide you. Okay, your mom and dad have the wisdom, and your broke uncle has the experience of what not to do. Okay, so keep that in mind. We learn from that as well. So what is social learning? It's a theory explaining how people learn behaviors, knowledge, and skills by observing other people. Like I said, when we're babies, we look at our family and, we become them. I have a story when I was, growing up. I was really good friends with one of my father's friends. And, he had a daughter my age as well, but he and I got along real well. Unfortunately, he passed away a while ago. But one day, I don't know how old I was, maybe 25 or something like that. And I look at his daughter, and she was her father. And we were on the board for a nonprofit organization together, and it was the same mentality, the same mannerisms, the same thinking of where he was coming from, as opposed to the next generation and evolution of how things have happened. We've done it like this for 50 years, and we need to keep doing it that way. Like, I strongly disagree with it unless it's something really, really, really solid. But back to this, learning occurs through observing others' behavior, attitudes, and outcomes. It emphasizes observational learning, imitation, and modeling. Okay, so you imitate. This is how this guy made money, and okay, so I'm going to try this and do the same thing. And it incorporates cognitive process like attention, motivation, and memory. But the reason I bring these things up, because these are the same tenets that artificial intelligence uses. And I like to say we have real intelligence, and the machines are artificial, but they're better at it. More structured, I should say, not better at it, but more structured. So, core behavioral principles of social learning. First of all, pay attention. Watch what's going on around you. Watch what other people are doing, how they're doing it, what kind of results they're getting. Remember what you observe. I mean, I like to journal everything that I have, everything that I do, everything that I see. I keep it, every night I'll go into I still use a day planner with the paper, even though we're in a tech and finger economy, but I still use a day planner. And in there, I jot down various notes of what happened, what I saw, what was good, what was bad, especially after a sales call or a consultation with somebody. I do a recap. And just by writing it down, it elevates its presence. You remember what that was, and it ingrains it in your head of, I should do this more, I should not do this more, I should change it this way. And occasionally you glance back, you read through these, and it all comes back to you. Reproduction, replicating the observed behaviors. Again, you're noting them down, you're remembering them, and oh, okay, he ran into this problem, this is how he solved it. But at 4 a.m. when you wake up, and then you have this epiphany of, okay, he did it this way, I can do it this way, and it'll be twice as good even. But the biggest thing is motivation. Having the drive to learn and apply the behavior. Motivation is the key to all success, I think. And the motivation comes from your desire to accomplish something, your desire to learn, your desire to be successful, your desire to make money. But I like, when I work with my clients, my coaching clients, I like to ask them why. Why do you want to do this? Well, because I want to make money. So why do you want to make money? Well, because with money, I can buy a big house and my kids will be comfortable and live happily ever after. Okay, why do you want that? Well, I want security for them, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, why do you want that? So I can have a family and leave a legacy. Well, why do you want that? So I leave a presence on the earth. Okay, so you ask yourself why 10 times and just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. You'll be astonished as to the answers that come out from that question. Social learning concepts. I guess I'm reiterating. So we observe by watching others. We model, we imitate we model or imitate what they do. But vicarious reinforcement. So this is something to living vicariously through someone is, I feel, you tell me about your vacation. It felt really good. It sounds really good. And you feel good when you walk away from that conversation. Or tell me, and they tell you about their car accident. And then that's not as positive, but it's still a reinforcement. And you have that feeling by observing and watching others and having the same emotional reactions to it that ingrains the various behaviors and results of those behaviors into your psyche. And reciprocal determinism, the interaction between personal behavior and environmental factors. This is, not, it's all situational, meaning, if it's bright and sunny outside and you have a car accident versus if it's cold and snowy outside, it's two different elements. So you need to be conscientious of what the scenario is in those for each particular instance and adapt it to the other imposing factors on it. So like I started talking about, is similarities to AI learning. Just like social learning, AI systems learn by observing, imitating data patterns. They pay attention to mechanisms and help focus on relevant information. Memory and retention are crucial for learning and generalizing, and motivation and reinforcement drive the systems to optimize their performance. I mean, AI is, it's the new revolution of what's going on. We had the industrial revolution, we had, the way the world has changed, through the ages. And this is the newest one. And if you look back and you do a timeline, they're happening much, much more quickly. It's not 100 years in between. It's not 300 years in between. It's, getting quicker and quicker and quicker. I mean, just how fast robotics and AI is emerging is uncanny. Things that you think are going to come out in 2 to 3 years are actually coming out now. So all learning involves observation, modeling, and vicarious reinforcement from data for AI, which, you're a learning machine just like that computer. So the entrepreneurial advantage. So social learning provides entrepreneurs with a powerful network for learning, knowledge sharing, and resources. Again, there's that big word, network and connection, which helps you leverage the principles of social learning. Entrepreneurs can rapidly acquire new skills, behaviors, and insights. Like we started off saying, you can do it alone, you can figure out how to build that website, but you know what? Leverage someone else's expertise. Let them show you how. Let them give you a template. Let them tell you who they used. Same thing. Observing successful entrepreneurs and modeling their behaviors can accelerate entrepreneurial success. If you watch someone do something, you can do it too, relatively easily, as opposed to having to try and figure it out. And social learning environments foster collaboration, innovation, and collective growth. You can grow a lot faster together. So the entrepreneurial advantage. Social learning provides entrepreneurs with a robust network for learning, knowledge sharing, and resources. I mean, I'm reiterating, but I hope everyone hears that and realizes the power of what it can do for you. By leveraging social learning principles, entrepreneurs can rapidly acquire new skills, behaviors, and insights. Observing successful entrepreneurs and modeling their behaviors can accelerate entrepreneurial success. Social learning environments foster collaboration and innovation and collective growth. And that leads us to the next section of the presentation of, social learning environments, fostering collaboration, innovation, and collective growth. And that's where Nine Fortunes comes in, and that is exactly what they're doing. So let me just change screens here. Give me a sec. Can everyone see that okay? If I don't see any no's in the chat, then we're good. Okay. All right. So Nine Fortunes. It is a business opportunity platform, but it is way, 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 way more than that. It's not just sharing business. It's a social learning platform with all sorts of other benefits, okay? So Nine Fortunes provides you the ability to innovate, break through, transform, and grow yourself, your business, your opportunity, etc. And the way we do it is, what is Nine Fortunes? I'm going to show you a brief video, and that will, give you a quick summary, and then we'll go into more detail of it. Okay? So here we go.
At Nine Fortunes, we have revolutionized the financial entrepreneurship sector through our innovative and technology-driven finance platform. Our mission is to empower ordinary individuals to achieve their entrepreneurial dreams in sectors like education, technology, health, community, business loans, and financial insurance. We have gathered industry elites to challenge and overturn traditional entrepreneurial models. By integrating high quality resources and leveraging our independently developed technology system, Nine Fortunes SmartLink, pioneered by Nine Fortunes Technology, we provide a powerful platform for success. Through Nine Fortunes Education, we offer comprehensive, high quality training and empowerment services all in one place. We harness the influential reach of our social media marketing platform to help entrepreneurs expand their global market presence by land, sea, and air. Our ultimate goal is to assist ordinary people in succeeding in their financial industry ventures. Nine Fortunes Wealth serves as a transformative financial stage, rapidly creating numerous successful entrepreneurs who will achieve million-dollar annual salaries. We believe in changing destinies and helping individuals truly attain the American dream. Within our community, a collective of like-minded individuals follow a proven system, guided by the finest financial mentors in the United States. Here, at Nine Fortunes Wealth, entrepreneurs not only seize the opportunities of the new era, but also share in the prosperous dividends of disruptive business operations in the era of Web3. Together, we are shaping a future where dreams become reality and success knows no bounds.
Okay, so it talked a lot about wealth in this section because the financial sector is the most lucrative one that is out there at the moment, and it's the best one to start with. So it is a social learning platform with a financial base to it to allow things to move forward. So today, we're in a finger economy, and what that means is, a lot of stuff we're doing is, on our phone, using the finger to buy things or connect to things or communicate with people, etc. So, and we need to evolve and adapt to the current scenarios. So we talked about your biggest asset is connection, whether it's your connections will bring you the wealth, the resources, the money that you need to execute your projects, etc. Whether you're looking for a venture capitalist or just some funding or what have you. Okay. And Nine Fortunes provides a network for you to work within, as we talked about earlier. It's the family. The business philosophy of Nine Fortunes is what we're doing is we're gathering all the industry elites, the best of the best, and are providing an educational symposium for any topic that you're actually interested in, etc. We're leveraging self-development tools and technology to as quickly as we can. I mean, for instance, ChatGPT is integrated into our platform because that is key, and people are using it more and more and more and more on a daily basis. And it is a powerful tool. And, things like that, if you're not keeping up, you're falling behind. Okay. And we integrate high quality resources that we share with all our members. Horizontal alliances. This is where, not necessarily competitive companies, but companies work together to move forward. Some examples, internet and traditional business, or, how things work. It's collaborative sharing. So here are the basic components of the wealth creation platform for Nine Fortunes. So it's the 9F Alliance, a new way of social learning and entrepreneurship. And this is, we started talking about social learning, but if you look at the diagram, this actually summarizes it nicely. That whole social learning, that yellow circle in the middle, brings the community together with the finance, with the health, with the technology, the education, the loans, etc. The 9F community brings you the news, brings you the latest technology, keeps you up to speed, and educates you on what is going on. And you can focus on topics that are pertinent to you. Okay. 9F education. This is part of the 9F education. Select quality professional courses, elite speakers, and that enable members to refer. So we'll have professional speakers speaking on insurance policies and how to invest and where, different markets are going, what crypto is doing, or how to, seek venture capital, or what's the best way to protect your LLC. Any topic that one of our members excels at, they will actually present and develop an education class. So 9F finance is, this is where right now the money is, and finance and loan is experience. If you can become an experienced license agent, become a license agent and work alongside experienced license agents to help you develop your finance business. It has it actually has the strongest comp plan in the industry. And, again, the most effective training for newbies, you don't have to be a financial expert or someone from the finance industry to go down this path. And, that's one of the main things that attracted me to this is just the collaboration with the people that are involved. Like one of our co-founders is the highest producing insurance agent for one of the largest carriers in the world, not just in his state, in his office, or what have you, but in the world. Number one, and he's part of 9F. He's one of the co-founders. Next is 9F loan. It's commercial loans, anything up to 500,000. You can get a referral commission, and you don't need to be a licensed loan provider. That is, 9F takes it on itself. So you're not, they carry the license, they take that on. 9F health is a new concept that's just emerging. We'll get into that a little bit later. And then 9F technology, 9F SmartLink to help promote event, blockchain, secured payment systems, etc. It's a communication link that ties everything together and lets it flow and tracked, and keeps track of, for instance, it keeps track of all the referrals. So if you invite someone to this presentation, SmartLink is tracking who invited them and gives you credit for them. And we reward our members by providing various bonuses and benefits or miles, like airline, they can use for airline tickets or what have you, as a reward for inviting someone, as a reward for someone in your group that's participating in something, or if they engage in some of the services, etc., etc. Again, 9F community has mutual benefits, providing connections, convenience for leisure, business, living. I mean, you can see how this all ties together, and the lines get blurred. When you're an entrepreneur, you don't have a 9-to-5 job where you go in. I mean, when you're an entrepreneur, the business is your life, and your life is the business, and involves your family and friends and everything. So it's hard to separate. Most people who go to work can come home at 5 o'clock, turn off, and be, and do whatever. But this is, being an entrepreneur is in your blood, and it's you. And having those connections and those relationships is paramount, and 9F actually helps you develop that and grow it and sustain it. Because a lot of times, even if you do have a big network, couple hundred, couple thousand contacts, whatever, they are all, they have a limited lifespan, meaning unless you cultivate those relationships and keep them active, they fall off your radar and you fall off their radar. Whereas 9F is a perpetual active connection machine. Think of it that way. 9F education, it's accessible globally. And this is paramount when you're looking to figure out how to do something or something that you're interested in, etc. It's comprised of several high quality education organizations that provide content, and it is it's based on the 9F SmartLink technology to promote and find audiences, and it's free. There are free and paid classes, but most of them are free right now, so take advantage of it. Oh, like we talked about, this is a disruptive approach to lending, commercial lending, that is. The fact that you don't need a license. I mean, you can refer someone to 9F and we'll broker the deal up to a $500 million deal, whether they need, operating capital for the business, or they want to buy a house, or, do a business purchase, or what have you. You can be the hero and help them find what they need, as opposed to having to look in the yellow pages or Google for, okay, loan, bank providers and loans and loan officers, etc. But the best part about it is you get a commission on it. And 9F commissions and bonuses are pretty substantial. And the other section, 9F Health, which is just taking off, and I'm excited about it because I am part of a venture of a whole new health strategy where we're going to be measuring the people's baseline health and providing a plan and helping them monitor their progress to see, whether they're getting better or getting healthier or getting unhealthier. Because most people don't know, and they don't have an idea of where they are health. I mean, the doctor tells them, okay, well, you have this, 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 and you take this, and okay, move on. But where does that lead? And various emerging industries within the health market are going to take off on this platform in that respect. And then we talked about SmartLink, and this is the key to tying all this together and tracking all the referrals and all the connections and all the miles and all the bonuses. And it's an advanced marketing tool for solving the problem of finding customers. So you can even put a classified ad on our site to, for your service, and have it promoted to every member of 9F. This one's interesting. 30% of the population is Gen Z, and they have 30% of the purchasing power. You only live once.
Andrew, there's no sound.
So one of the key points there, I mean, the Gen Z has 30% of the buying power and so forth, but 30% of the Gen Zers are wanting to be the CEO. They're rejecting the traditional go to work, get a job, work 9 to 5, and climb the ladder. They want to, build the ladder themselves and get up to the roof, and not follow the traditional 9 to 5 job mentality, etc. And that's something that I'm sure there are some younger Gen Zers on this conference, but then there are some non-Gen Zers on this conference, and this is something that we need to account for. And by just bringing this up is part of the social learning aspect that raises your awareness of, okay, this is the market, this is how we need to approach it, this is where it's going, this is how it's changing. So if you're a business owner and you're hiring younger people, you need to be able to adapt to what they are looking for in order to motivate. Well, not well, you adapt, but you need to be able to motivate them to move forward with you. And you know, this is, social learning keeps you young. It brings you into that realm. By once you're exposed to it, once you see it, once you observe it, once you understand it, you're involved in it and you're part of it. So, you know, I like this slide, the lazy button. The app is actually really, really cool. And if you're interested in the particular subject and it pops up on your screen or you're scrolling through, all you need to do is click on the button and listen to, or either register or listen to it if it's live at that moment. This is some of the classifieds that you can put up. This is the home screen on the app. And then you can follow your tree down, and you can interact with ChatGPT without having to go to another interface, etc. So it provides a lot of resources right at your fingertip. As we talked about, it's the finger economy. Okay, enter 9F Wealth. This is where it gets fun. 9F Wealth, is a, financial services opportunity where you can get into that market and start making some real money on a part-time basis. And eventually, this is something you want to do, if you're looking for some extra income, this is a great place to start. And if you don't have a venture of your own already, but it provides a lot of, a great commission program that's not capped. Professional guides, you work and you're mentored by, like I said, we have Dr. Fang, who's, the #1 salesman for one of the top carriers in the world. Again, to reemphasize, a variety of commissions that are not capped, some bonuses, diamond rings, luxury trips. I mean, this year's top producer trip is going to Dubai at the end of the year. And once you get to the upper levels, you actually get equity in the company. The bonus systems help qualify and cultivate new people to excel. And platform drainage, customers come to your door, meaning it provides a funnel of customers for your service. And there's zero cost to break new ground and move forward with this. Education and retirement. This is a market that is really, really big, because everyone, who has a child, a college education is on the order of 50 grand a year now, or retirement is going up and up and up. I mean, I'm sure all of you have calculated what you need to retire and, are trying to figure out how to get there. But that opportunity is at our fingertips to help satisfy and take care of the people around us that don't know or don't have the knowledge of what to do in this realm. You know, how big is the education and retirement market? Well, there are 300 plus million people in the United States, 69 million baby boomers. Gen X, 65%, millennials, 72 million. You know, if 2 out of 10 have the needs for 40, each would average 10K to invest. The market size is 400 billion. And that's just, you know, back of the napkin numbers without really getting into it, you know, just for college and retirement. And so 9F does all the heavy lifting in the financial market, insurance market, et cetera. They have the relationships and the brokerages are with all the top carriers, AIG, F&G, National Life, Symetra, Allianz, New York Life, et cetera. And you can get appointed and work with any of these or all of these carriers, depending on what products you're looking for and who your demographic is and what kind of needs they have, because each of these companies have different structures and different actuarial tables of who they focus on and who is their ideal customer. I mean, we all, in all our businesses, we all want, you know, our biggest moneymaker is our ideal customer, you know, where we don't take any risk and we don't need to go out and chase them down. They're actually coming to us and we have exactly what they're looking for. And that's, you know, one thing I wanted to mention earlier is when you are an entrepreneur, you know, yes, you have a great product, but ask yourself, who is my great customer? And then ask yourself, what does that great customer want and how does he want it? You know, and that's what the insurance companies do. So depending on who you're servicing will determine which company you go with, because they all have a little different twist to them. They're all fabulous. They're all solid. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on our list with, you know, we have over 100 plus of them. And, but, you know, that's, I'm not going to digress, but we can get into that later if you're interested. All right. So how does it work? 9 Fortunes financial promotional mechanism. Okay, so first thing, which most of you have already done, is scan the QR code that someone invited you with, and now you're in the system, so to speak. Then you do a little product and system training. And you know, then you have the opportunity for a fast start where you hit a certain, you know, hit a couple quotas and you get a, you know, significant bonus. It's a motive. We talked about motivation. This is the motivation, you know, it's financial motivation, but what do those finances do for you? That is the question. So it's not the money, it's what the money does. And then if you're really into it, you get licensed with your insurance providers, etc. You can then become a certified financial trainer or certified field trainer. And then you become a director. And this is where it gets good because now you're getting some deeper level commissions and residuals based on business not directly related to your efforts, but your team's. And then you have executive director and then CEO, 9F partner, where you're actually getting equity. So if you do a deal as a, you know, someone that just started, excuse me, you get 50 to 60%, 55 to 60% on the deal, or you get 50% on a deal. If you, once you get to the second, third levels, you get 55 to 60%. And this is much higher than, you know, other companies start off their associates with. They'll start off at 30, 35, some even less than that. And it's much more challenging to progress and get to the higher levels. And then once you're at the top, you're getting 90% and equity in the company, you know, equity share in the company. You know, the rewards are fantastic. You know, on the commissions, on the spread overrides, generational overrides, renewals, monthly bonuses, etc. I mean, you get fast start bonuses, the Red Jacket Club. It's sort of like the Masters and said it's a red jacket, not a green jacket. $1 million diamond rings, luxury car leases. This year's trip is to Dubai. We have to update this slide and so forth. Oh, I don't know why it stopped, but like we talked about earlier, the Nine Fortunes business model diagram. SmartLink is your business and referral funnel. So picture all the connections that you have through 9F, and they're all getting funneled into your back door. Okay. And we want you to be a part of the 9F winning team. And here's the formula that we follow. We learn, we educate, we bring financial literacy to the table, how to do business, how to build a team, how to collect rewards, how to own equity. And, one, internet, network sales, 9F SmartLink, fire on all cylinders. We got a huge, phenomenal compensation plan for the people that, go head in. And, CEO shares company's profit, not working for someone else. And that's one of my favorite things. I mean, no matter where I was, I never felt like I was working for someone else. But when I did start to feel that way, that's when it was time to move on. These are the founders. Lucy Liu, one of the primaries, she's a serial entrepreneur. She started off when she was young, built some significant companies, and parlayed it into significant success. Teddy Fang is the agent that I was telling you about that works for National Life or sells a lot of National Life. He's their #1 sales agent in the world. Guno Sutiano is a technology guru that's been in the technology industry for several, 35 years, as long, maybe even longer than I have. But, he is the CTO of the company and brings the technology to the table for us. I mean, he was for instance, as a simple example, he was the one that jumped on putting ChatGPT on the app as soon as they could, because the first one to the table, gets gets more of the pie. Joyce Liang is a financial guru that's been, in the business and came and, left a huge salary to join the team here. Paula Lee is a serial investor, angel investor, etc., who's been very successful. And then Rose and Vinny are a team that came over from another company, and they're just phenomenal as well. And we get to work with all of them. I had a chance to meet them last week, each one in person, and spent a little time with them at the latest opening of the office here in Los Angeles. And it was a great event, and it's a bright future for us, and it's a bright future for you. So the train is leaving the station. Trains don't take off, they leave the station. Are you on board with us? If it was a plane, we'd be taking off. And we'd like to have you on board and take this journey together, because the more people we have on board our train, the more opportunity, the more success, the more knowledge, the more resources we have on that train with us. And so do you. So the road to wealth starts here. Activate now to earn mileage. Go to member my9fi.com and sign up if you haven't already. You can scan the QR code here, and that is the end of what I have to say. So if there are any questions, pop them into the chat box and we'll see what we can do for you.
Thanks, Andrew, for the great presentation. So
My
for
pleasure.
sure, yeah, the advantage of being an entrepreneur is the freedom of choice, and freedom not working for anybody else. And the best part of being Nine Fortunes associate, and you can be the CEO of the company, and also can share the dividends of the profit of the company. So thank you. And we're gonna have the Q&A sections for anybody who have questions. Please raise your hand, and also you can type on the chat box. So I'm gonna do a very quick announcement for the upcoming class. So and it just also give you time to writing your questions. So tomorrow and this weekend, I have lots of classes of everything. It's gonna be on the website, or you have a Nine Fortunes app. Just go to your app store and search for Nine and space Fortunes. And or you can also scan the QR code. You can also download. So once you can, if you like taking classes on the computer, just go to my9fi.com. Use your telephone number, your cell phone number, and make sure you are not a robot or not a computer. So once you get in there, and you can just see all the classes and choose the one you like. And when the class is almost to start, and just click on air, and just with one click, you can join the class. It's so convenient. And the best of all, you can earn miles, and you can redeem for flight tickets with all these miles. And you can even go to share. And you can share the link and share the poster to your friends, invite them to join the class. So both of you will get miles. So everything's free, and you get a bonus as a miles. And so this Friday, we're gonna, if you like stocks, and just join the stock group, I mean the one who really like, trading stocks. And then on Friday at 6 p.m., it's gonna be how you can sing with the fortunes. And as you're gonna talk about how you can invest and how you can get your lifetime income, residual income. So this is on Friday at 6 o'clock. And on on Saturday at 6 p.m. and 6:45 p.m., we're gonna have two classes. And a lot of people don't know how to walk. And actually, even walk's easy, but most of us actually walk wrong. So with this and 6 o'clock class, we're gonna teach you how to walk properly, and also let you understand how we participate in the sports, how you can participate in sports, and how you can enhance your your health. So that's on this coming Saturday, and also coming 6:45, and we're going to talk about the how to build a financial security in the future for your retirement. And on Sunday, we also have two classes. So 6 class talking about marriage, how to enhance your marriage, and how to know each other, how to understand each other. So how to use the language, the marriage's language, or the languages of love. So that's 6 o'clock. And at 6:45, and it's also a mind, spirit talk, and also how you can manage your money properly, and how you how do you allocate your asset, and like how do you properly allocate your assets so you can earn a retirement planning money, and you can really live a happy life. So that is 6:45. And on Tuesdays, it's our talking about tax. So everything's about, tax and financial planning, and also health and wealth. So, and NZ class will have so many classes. All you have to do is just go to my9fi.com, or you can just scan this QR code, or go to your app store and just download the app. And with one click, you can join the class, and you can just choose any classes you like, and very soon you're gonna own class. So knowledge is power, and just take advantage while the classes are still free. Okay, now we come to our Q&A section. So if you want to connect with Andrew about about how you're gonna know more about 914's business opportunities. And if you want to know more about his coaching program, just you can contact Andrew. So his WeChat and his phone number is 310-430-5969. Okay, and the name
Yeah, and the coach dash 2x 3x 10x is my WeChat ID.
okay. Oh, coach. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can either scan the QR code or you can just
Or use the
use the coach dash 2 times 3 times 10x. Can you explain what is 2 times 3 times 10 mean?
Well, you can double, triple, or 10 times your business. You pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Or
your
more.
choice.
It's
if
not
want to-
limiting. You can multiply it all together and you can do 600 times.
Okay. Right. 600 times.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's it's a matter of, when I tell my clients, it's a matter of setting your goal of what you want to do and figuring out how to get there and what you need to get there and what kind of resources do you have, where can you find them if you don't have them, etc. And that's why this platform is superb, because it solves a lot of those things of looking for the resources.
Mhm. I know you are an entrepreneur. So what are the challenge facing the entrepreneurs most of the time?
Well, right now it's it depends on the business you're in. If you're in a service industry or what have you, here in California, a lot of the fast food restaurants, they're raising their minimum wage up to over $20.
Mhm.
McDonald's is going to have to pay like $30 in certain parts of California, which is ridiculous. Because now, fast food, I'm not condoning it. I don't eat fast food, but it's a budget thing, it's a convenience thing, it's an etc. But now the price of that fast food is the same as a sit-down restaurant. And it's just not making sense. So you need alternative ways of thinking of, okay, how can we capitalize and how can we win in this market? What do we need to do? How do we need to adapt in order to survive and thrive?
Yes, survive and strive.
Yeah,
I know
it's
with the current economy, lots of people lost their jobs, and it's very hard to find a job.
right. But the beautiful thing is, I mean, with adversity, there's always opportunity.
Mhm.
When something's going, not right, you have a blank canvas to figure out what I can do differently to get into that spot and capitalize on it.
True.
So,
Yeah, with the
for
AI.
a simple example, AI and technology and robotics. So these fast food restaurants, what are they doing? They're laying off all their $30 employees and putting a robot in
Mm-hmm.
and having you order online and you just pick it up,
Yeah.
eliminating the people factor. So, this might be a backfire for all this, for that raise in minimum wage.
Mhm. Okay, we have a CC here says 2 times 3 times 10 is 60, not 600.
60. Well, don't limit yourself.
Don't
But yes,
don't limit yourself.
right.
Only the sky is the limit.
That's right.
Mhm.
Henry Ford once said, no matter what you think, you're right.
True. No matter what,
If you think
that's
you can,
right.
you can. If you think you can't, you can't.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So, I mean, I have 3 beautiful kids. I mean, they're not kids anymore. They're 30, 28, and 24. But 2 things we did with them when they were growing up. We never used the word no. We always let them make the decision. Oh, can we stay up and watch this movie? I was like, well, it's up to you. We're going skiing tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not ready or you're not going, or the school bus comes at 7:30, so up to you. You decide. They would go to sleep. And the other thing we did was we never let them use the word can't. You can do it, you just choose not to. It was interesting when all my friends started having their kids. Oh, I can't come because I have a kid now. I'm like, no. I mean, I was one of the first ones to have a child, or my wife and I. I didn't have the child, she did. But we would go for chicken wings and beer every Tuesday night with all our friends.
Mhm.
We were the first ones to get married, and then 2 weeks later, we're back. Then other people started getting married and quit coming.
Mhm.
And then we were the first ones to have a kid, and took a little hiatus for a couple of weeks, and and then we're back into it. Found either left the child with grandma or brought him along. I mean, the bar stools, you flip them over, they hold that car seat perfectly. And then the rest of the people started having kids, and they say, oh, I can't come because I have a kid.
Mhm.
Like, well, you can, you just don't want to.
Sure, it's your choice. If you think it's the most important thing in the world, you will make it. It's just a matter of time if you think it's important or not.
One last little example about mindset. You worked really, really hard this week. It's Friday night, it's 6 o'clock, you're just getting home. All you want to do is just grab something to eat, lay down on the couch, watch a movie, fall asleep, and you don't have any energy for anything else. But then your best friend gives you a call and says, hey, I got 2 tickets to your favorite band. Guess what? How much energy do you have? You jump up, you take a shower, and you're out the door in 20 minutes.
Right.
20 minutes before that, you had no energy and you couldn't do anything because you did not have the motivation. You did not have the goal or that desire to do something because it wasn't there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
keep yourself motivated. That's first and foremost. And the way you do that is by interacting and being connected.
It's true. Sometimes it's really easy to get down and become lonely if just you work by yourself. But if you can work with the community, get encouragement from other people, and then you can pass on a hard time and you become motivated. And you may just pass on, you can climb mountains with the community support. I think that's the beauty of Nine Fortunes, community alliances.
Perfect.
So if I have any further questions and if you want to know more and you want to know how to get started with Nine Fortunes Alliances, just please you can contact Andrew, and his phone number and his QR code is here to learn more about Nine Fortunes. So never say no to yourself. Always give yourself a chance and opportunity.
That's it. 100%.
Yeah. And I remember Bill Gates once said, maybe in 5 years, 59% of the jobs will be replaced by AIs. So if you don't learn, if you don't keep learning, if you don't have a multi-stream income or backup plan, we probably will be replaced by AIs.
Yep. So, I
Okay.
mean, yeah. Okay, super. Well, thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure. And I look forward to meeting everyone someday in the future.
Yes. Well, it's a great job, and welcome everyone to join Nine Fortunes Alliances. I'm over here, and your talent can be used and can be promoted, and you can fully use. And let's see here. Yeah, and then we have a student here says I have learned a lot. Yes, I think all of us have learned a lot because we have to keep learning, because learning keeps us moving ahead of other people. Sometimes we say the people who know more makes more money than people know less. And the faster you act, actually, the makes more money than the slower ones. So just keep yourself in a competitive edge by keep learning. Well, thanks, Andrew, for the wonderful presentations, and thanks for sharing all this knowledge. And we're
Thank
looking
you.
forward to your next presentation. I think your next presentation will be how to handle objections.
Oh, yeah. Sales objections.
Okay.
Sales
Yeah,
objections 101. I mean, that's a pretty deep subject, but we'll scratch the surface a little bit. We'll have some fun. We'll do some examples, and little role playing. I'll try and figure out how to do it. So we have a couple people lined up that can act it out in front of us and just give us a different perspective on it. Because like we were talking about the social learning, once you see someone, once you hear someone, once you see how they handle that objection, you can do the same thing or you can do it better.
It's true. And it can be used in all the walk of life.
Right. I mean, everyone's a salesman.
Everyone's sales, I believe it.
And whether, I like to say, you sold your wife to marry you or your husband to marry you. Your wife sold you to get her a new refrigerator.
It's true.
Right? So
Yes.
we're all selling, we just it's not necessarily just for monetary reasons, but
It is. It's right. So just admit it. We all are salespeople or salespersons. Once you admit your label, and you're okay, and because everything in life is selling, and just master skills of selling. Okay,
best skill for selling is listening.
listening is true.
Because the other person will tell you exactly what they want, what they need, when they need it, why they need it, and how they need it. If you hear all that, then you're done.
You mean they just sell themselves? Is that
Right.
right? Okay.
You just have to ask the right questions and listen to their answers.
That's good. That's very simple. Asking questions and then listen to the answers, and then they will sell for themselves. As a salesman, you don't have to do anything. Just
Right.
asking the right questions. Awesome.
Okay, well, thanks everybody. Have a great night and talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Andrew. We're looking forward to your next presentation.
All righty.
Okay, so good night, everybody. So I'll see you next class.
Bye-bye.